Update. My female 23 found out my partner, male 26, has been cheating, and I haven't told him I know for the last 7 months. Original post. I found out while he was away for work. The girl he slept with sent me a DM on Instagram. She told me everything and even sent pictures. I remember staring at my screen, my heart pounding, my hands shaking. I felt like my entire world had just shattered. I didn't even respond. I just sat there, drowning in pain. I finally understood what it meant to have a dagger to the heart. Anyway, I made a decision. I wouldn't confront him. Instead, I grieved and mourned our relationship like it had already died. I've been with him for 3 years. I thought everything was going perfectly. I didn't see this coming at all. That entire week, I was alone, cycling through every emotion imaginable. And this might sound crazy, but there was a part of me that almost needed to feel the pain. Like I was clinging to it, letting it consume me. And this may sound emo, but it felt good. I can't explain it, but I felt alive. Maybe this is borderline masochistic, but whatever. This is how I wanted to cope. Meanwhile, the girl kept messaging me. More pictures, more details, receipts, and even videos. It just got worse and worse. It turned into taunts and cursing. It felt like she was desperate for us to break up. But I never responded. Instead, I kept reading her messages over and over, torturing myself with the truth, until at some point, it didn't hurt anymore. I started to feel numb. He was still himself, sweet and caring and affectionate. Honestly, I wouldn't have suspected a thing if that girl didn't DM me. He would sometimes catch on that I was acting off, and I'd blame my hormones or stress from work, and he would buy it. I pretended everything was fine, and he would have noticed something was deeply wrong if he wasn't busy cheating. I think it also helped that we got along very well as roommates and friends. We were still sleeping together. He was a generous lover, too generous even, and it helped me bear it all. I lied, saying my implant fell out, so we began using rubbers. And I got myself tested regularly. Thankfully, I was clean the whole time. I eventually started seeing him as someone I lived with, and we just happened to have sex. It took months, but one day something inside me shifted. The love I had for him started fading. I went through every stage of grief. Now I feel free and lighter. I know I can live without him, and that realization is the most liberating feeling. This is the craziest part. Everything I once found beautiful about him started to look distorted. I started to see his flaws. It was like I was under a spell, adoring and loving this man. And now when I look at him, I'm like, how? This week I'm moving into my own place, and I'm finally breaking up with him. I'm mentally checked out, and I'm at peace with myself. I am okay. I feel a sense of dread, but also relief that I will finally break up with him. It took 7 months to finally get over him. I don't know if I'll tell him that I know he cheated on me or just say, I don't want you anymore, or just ghost him. All I know is, I'm breaking up with him. Now for the top advice before reading the updates. You should absolutely tell him you know he cheated. He shouldn't be absolved. Ghost him and leave the screenshots, but at least let him know that you know he's a piece of turd. I have a private folder on my phone with everything I saved. I was just using it to keep my feelings in check. This is a good idea. Put it all on a USB or SD card. Leave it on the table. Leave a note if you want, but honestly, keep it short and simple if you do. Hope it was worth it. At first I thought you went about it wrong, but you took your time to build your strength and heal. I guess we each have our own journey. That being said, please ghost him and give him no closure. That will mentally mess him up for his betrayal for years to come. My initial goal wasn't to heal, but to feel. I didn't know what I was doing. I ended up healing anyway, and I'm glad it worked out. If I ghosted, it would definitely mess him up. Besides the relationship, we were best friends. This is what my psychologist recommends. Feel it and then let it go. I also think that ghosting is the way to go. If you tell him that you know about the cheating, he will get better at hiding it from the next girl, or even blame it on the girl who DM you. Ghosting without an explanation will make it easier for you. You don't need to explain. You don't need to waste your time listening to how he would change or that it was a mistake, etc. If you don't give him a reason that he can challenge, it will be better for you. You did the work. You deserve your peace. You owe him nothing. He deserves nothing from you. The opposite of love is indifference. Good for you, by the way. Well done, OP. I've been dealing with this alone for so long, mentally sieving through my thoughts, feeling the pain so deeply. It was therapeutic. I was at rock bottom for a while, and the only way out was up. I am mentally in a better place. I'm starting to enjoy the little things again. I can finally breathe. The way I dealt with this was definitely unconventional. Thankfully, I now do feel indifferent. I am free. And thank you for your kind words. I do deserve peace. Now for the first update. I finally moved out early in the morning, right after he left for work. It was his place, and I didn't have much to begin with, so the move was easy. I'd been slowly filling up my new place over the past month, getting everything ready so I could leave without a hassle. A lot of you suggested I ghost him, but I couldn't. That's just not me. I don't like disappearing on people, even when they deserve it. So instead, I came back that evening and waited for him to get home from work around 7 p.m. I was nervous, but also kind of relieved for it all to finally be over. When he walked in, I was sitting at the dining table wearing my coat. He immediately sensed something was off. He asked me where I was going, and I told him, home. He laughed and said, "But you are home," clearly trying to play it off, but he could tell something was up. Then I sent everything I'd been collecting, screenshots, videos, all of it, to his WhatsApp. He looked confused and asked why I was texting him. And then he opened the messages. I watched the color drain from his face. I didn't think I'd enjoy it, but I did. He went pale, breathing heavily, and just placed his phone on the table, staring at me like I was a ghost. I didn't say anything, just watched him. Then came the begging. He grabbed my hand, apologized over and over, said he didn't mean to cheat, claimed he ended it 3 months ago, that she meant nothing, and how much he loves me and wants to marry me. I told him we're never getting married. It's over, and I didn't say anything else. That's when he broke down crying like a child. I was honestly disgusted. I stood there watching him on his knees, clutching my legs, begging for forgiveness, and I felt nothing. No sympathy, no sadness. Just done. I was completely checked out. I didn't want to say much to him. I just felt numb, and it felt pointless. Eventually, he turned into this emotional, sweaty, sobbing mess. When he went to the bathroom, I grabbed my last backpack and left. It's finally over. I'm grateful I don't love him anymore. It was an unconventional way to get over someone, but it worked for me. Thank you for all of the kind messages. Edit. He texted me from a new number and is sending me pathetic messages. I posted on my profile. That's really brave of you to actually do something about it and leave. But nobody deserves to be cheated on. That is the worst feeling. That kind of betrayal hurts deep. So I hope that you move on and find somebody that will be loyal to you. Good luck on your endeavors. I hate when they say she or he meant nothing to me. In reality, the one you cheated on and hurt meant nothing to you. And not only, he cheated for months, since he ended it 3 months ago. Like OP should be grateful or something. That's when he broke down crying like a child. I was honestly disgusted. I stood there watching him on his knees, clutching my legs, begging for forgiveness, and I felt nothing. No sympathy, no sadness. Just done. I was completely checked out. I didn't want to say much to him. I just felt numb, and it felt pointless. This is how it was with my verbally and emotionally abusive ex. I spent so long basically begging him to be nice to me, begging him to love me, sobbing over how he treated me, and having him mock me for crying, saying I was being manipulative. He had love-bombed me hard in the beginning, so I thought I was madly in love with him. And when he started treating me like crap, I thought I could fix it. Get him to treat me like he did in the beginning. I was young and dumb, but at some point, I finally realized the Mr. Wonderful act at the beginning was just that. An act, and the crappy verbally abusive a-hole was the real him. Eventually, I went numb. He could tell I was starting to check out and would occasionally try love-bombing me again. But I was mentally preparing to leave. When I did, it was the same thing, him sobbing and begging me while I felt nothing. A little disgust, but I didn't feel bad or sad for him. All the love I had for him had already drained out of me by that point. I never knew I could be so cold, but I felt absolutely nothing for him by then. He also did the whole "I know you still love me" crap and added that he knew I didn't want to leave, but I was punishing him for being mean to me. He admitted he was mean to me and thought I would still love him, but I was past giving a damn. I went no contact too. Well done. Now for the second update. So he spammed the heck out of my phone before I could block him. Here's the first string of messages he sent. "I am sorry for cheating on you. Please call me. I miss you already. I didn't know she found you and sent you those videos. I am sorry. Truly OP. I can't live without you. I love you so much. Please pick up the phone. You know you love me. You can't give up on us. You can't let this break us. I messed up. I'm sorry. Please just talk to me. I can't breathe without you here. I swear, OP. Please don't do this to me. Our home feels so empty without you. Please call me. I'd do anything for you, babe. Please just let me talk to you. You're breaking my heart, baby. Please call me. I'm going crazy. Please, please, please." Then tonight he sent me more texts. "You're really not gonna answer me after years together? I never knew you could be heartless. I know I screwed up, but you're treating me like I killed someone. You're overreacting. Your mother accepted your dad after he cheated on her, and look how happy they are. It was a mistake. Mistakes happen. She took advantage of me when I was low, and you're gonna let her win? Congrats. Keep ignoring me. Keep blocking me. I hope whoever you run to next knows you cry when you're overwhelmed and that you shut down when you're scared. I hope they're ready to carry the weight I carried. I carried a lot for you. I was there. For you. And this is how you cut me off? You really think they'll love you once they see the real you? Good luck with that. I'm the only one who stayed through your worst and loved you anyway. I wish I never met you. You ruined me, OP. You made me believe in forever. And now you're gone like I never mattered. You lied. You're a liar. I love you. Please just give us a chance. You're hurting me, babe. I didn't mean what I said. You know how passionate I am when it comes to our love. Please do not answer him. The cheaters are all the same. First they start begging and sorry, sorry, sorry. Then the blame shift. Then they turn on you and attack you. Then back to sorry again, and the cycle continues. They all use the same MO. I've moved on. I have no intention of communicating with him. He can keep talking to himself like his side piece in my Instagram DMs, but I'm changing my number soon. You shouldn't change it yet. I say this as someone who suffered many years of stalking from an obsessive ex. You need to just mute his messages so you don't get alerts, but you want them to exist in case he goes off the deep end and starts following you or causing issues. It will show an obsessive pattern of behavior. Also, I was advised that they seek a reaction, so changing your number is a reaction. It shows they were having an impact. Complete non-answer and silence is not a reaction, and eventually he will get tired of it and fade away. You are awesome though, OP, and I hope you seek some therapy because I worry you dissociated a bit while sorting through your feelings. Maybe some support could help. But no matter what, you were so brave, and I'm an internet stranger, but I'm so proud of you. You're going to go forth and have an amazing life. Thank you for your kind message. I think you're right, at least in part. This whole process has left me feeling completely numb. There's this strange mix of peace and hollowness. It's like I'm watching everything happen from the outside, trying to feel something, but I just don't care. It's pure apathy. I definitely need therapy, 100%. I need help unpacking all of this with some proper guidance. Once I'm settled properly at my new place, I am definitely getting help. Last story. My husband says I don't do enough to excite him in bed anymore. I asked for a divorce and now he says I'm overreacting. Original post. Hi Reddit, I, 28 female, have been married to my husband, 30 male, for a few years now. Physically, I take care of myself. I go to the gym regularly. I'm in great shape. And I get a lot of attention and compliments from others. I'm currently underweight, but actively building strength and muscle. Despite this, my husband often speaks negatively about me, saying I look awful, that I have a belly, which isn't true, and generally making me feel unattractive. His words have chipped away at my confidence over the years. He also used to belittle my job, telling me I worked too much and didn't spend enough time with him. I ended up cutting back on my hours and slowing down my career to please him, hoping it would help the relationship. But it only backfired. Nothing I did ever seemed to be enough. A few years in, he insisted on opening the relationship. I didn't really want to, but I gave in to keep him happy. Since then, I feel like I've lost myself. I've bent over backward to make this marriage work, sacrificing my confidence, career, and peace of mind. So I finally asked for a divorce. I realized I can't keep living like this, constantly criticized, emotionally drained, and unsupported, but now he says I'm overreacting. He claims I also have the freedom to sleep with other people, and that I'm just playing the victim. But I'm not looking for that kind of freedom. I want a stable, respectful, loving relationship. What really pushed me to walk away was realizing I want children one day, and I can't imagine raising them in an environment like this. So now I'm left wondering, am I really overreacting? Or am I finally doing what's right for myself and my future? Now for the top advice before reading the mini update. He broke you down so he could cheat with permission. Straight up classic abuser move. Run, girl. Screw that guy for real. Opening the relationship seems to be the beginning of the end from what I read on here. But basically, he's abusive and you two aren't compatible. He wants to be free to be with others, and you want a commitment. He is not the father type, because a good father is a good and faithful husband. Leave now while you're still young and can find someone who will love and cherish you. His putting you down is to make you feel like you can't leave. That's bull. You need to leave and find the life you deserve and the loving relationship you deserve. Your message resonates with me. Thank you so much. I guess one thing holding me back is that I'm not in the best financial state, while he, on the other hand, has provided us with a very comfortable life. I'm really scared to try to deal with life on my own and start from scratch. The price you are paying to stay with him far exceeds any financial incentive you gain by staying. Your sanity, self-esteem, hopes and dreams, career, etc. are all far more valuable than some money. You can make money. Divorce this man. Focus on your personal growth and career. A new man will naturally fall into place, but you need to love yourself and know how you want to be loved before anyone else can do that. Please take our advice. Thank God you don't have children with this man. He will likely try to impregnate and trap you now. He will likely try to make you stuck with him. He will likely all of a sudden be very interested in everything about you. It's a trap, a setup. He will revert back to who he really is if you give him another chance. Speaking from experience here, please use protection if you have a moment of weakness and end up in bed with him. Please don't make the same mistake I did. His happiness is not more important than yours. Unless there was a prenup, you're all good, girl. Don't be scared. It's the next logical step at this juncture. There was a post-nup that he made me sign under duress. I get nothing. Those are thrown out all the time. Go talk to some lawyers. Edit. Thank you all so much. Your replies left me crying. I'm genuinely touched. I'll probably come back to read them whenever I start doubting myself, which is basically every day at this point. He made me sign a post-nup that leaves me with nothing. I'm currently completely financially dependent on him. But I'm done. I will start working on my exit plan. I may not have much, but I have clarity. I'm leaving. For me and for my future kids.